I've been practicing self-improvement for 10 plus years now, and out of all the things I've implemented, this habit I'm going to share with you is hands down the best S-tier habit you're going to need if you want to start improving today. Make sure to watch the whole video and get ready, because if you can implement this one habit into your life, you'll never be the same. Let's get into the video. So before I can tell you what this habit is, I'm gonna lay some groundwork for you guys to understand why something like this is even so important in the first place. Depending on how far you are on your self-development journey, you're probably starting to realize just how important building positive habits are for you. And if you haven't, well, you're about to. There's a quote that goes, "Your beliefs become your thoughts become your words become your actions become your habits become your values, and your values become your destiny." This is actually a super powerful quote by Gandhi, and it speaks to a secret truth that nobody really likes to acknowledge. This truth is that although we think we're in control of our lives, our results, our destiny, if we take an honest look at ourselves, most of the time, we're not actually in control. And the reason this is because we humans are creatures of habit. And what I mean by this creatures of habit term is that we basically are living the same cycle of events over and over again on repeat, just in different forms. Scientists actually say that anywhere from 40 to 95% of our day is done on autopilot. That means we're not even paying attention to it while we're doing it. We're just going through the motions. And guess what? The very thing that is running us is our habits. Our habits is the thing that is controlling us and making us decide without even deciding what we're going to do in that moment. That means the thoughts we're thinking, the actions we're taking, the places we're going, the people we're seeing, even our likes and our dislikes are basically predetermined results based off of the habits we've picked up over time. Think about it in your own life. I'm sure you've built up a routine or a comfort zone, a schedule that you like to stick to. Because of this, I'm sure you mostly attract similar experiences from the outside world, for better or for worse. I'm also sure that you've taken the time to look at people outside of yourself and look at their results and wonder, how do they do what they do and how do they get what they get? The thing that separates you from them is their habits. Most people unconsciously build the majority of their habits during childhood and some more later in life. The habits you built during your lifetime have a massive effect on your current life experiences. Just look at your own life. Do you consistently attract negative relationships? Do you have low self-esteem? Do you get anxious when you try to do new things? All these things are results from past habits you've picked up in your lifetime that you had no conscious awareness of picking up. But now that you're older, you do have the conscious awareness. If you're personally experiencing something bad over and over again in your life, you have the power to change that habit that's causing this issue to happen. And by changing the habit, instead of being run on autopilot by habits you're not even aware of, you can become aware of them and install new habits that you want and that bring you the results you want. Once you start recognizing the result each habit is causing you to experience, you can finally start making the decision to change them, which will then change your experience permanently and automatically. I do want to stress though, that habits aren't just the physical things we do, like going to the gym or playing video games or waking up at 8 a.m. every weekday. These are all, of course, habits, but these are more surface level habits. They are just the effects of deeper causes. To better understand this, I want you to think of habits as part of a tree. When we see a tree, we see its outer trunk, its leaves, and the fruit it bears. These are the surface level parts of the tree, but we rarely get to see the deeper parts, like the roots, or the complex processes happening inside of it, which allows it to function normally, and allows us to see its outer layers. Your habits are the exact same way. The habits and actions you repeatedly do are just the outer parts of your tree, but the deeper, unseen parts of your tree involves your beliefs and your thoughts. Your beliefs are the invisible habits that nobody sees. And even though nobody sees them, they are the most powerful habits because they're what directly dictates your thoughts, which dictates your actions, which forms your habits, This is what most people who start to get into changing their habits don't realize. They make the mistake of focusing on their physical habits without trying to change their invisible beliefs first. The truth is, it's not just about recognizing and changing your physical habits. Although changing your physical habits is definitely a step in the right direction, it's also about recognizing and changing your invisible habits. When you just focus on implementing habits like waking up earlier or going to the gym or reading more books, you lose out on the opportunity to understand why you wake up late, why you haven't been able to go to the gym, and why you struggle with reading. When you understand why you do what you do, it allows you to become aware of the reasons that are keeping you in your repeating cycle of experiences. Once you become aware of these reasons, you then have more power to consciously decide that you don't want to do these things anymore and shift your beliefs, which permanently shifts everything underneath it automatically and effortlessly. I'm sure you've heard some stories of people who changed their life overnight. They might have been an alcoholic for 10 years. They might have been living an unhealthy lifestyle most of their life. Maybe they were even homeless. Then seemingly overnight, they all of a sudden start to turn around their life. And next thing you know, they become a success story. How do they do it? They do it by this exact process I'm telling you here. The only difference is this happens to them by luck. But for you, it's not going to be luck. It's going to be deliberate. This deliberate process you're going to go through is called a mindset shift. By focusing on understanding the source of your problems, instead of trying to change an effect of your problems, you will have a much better chance of making real, permanent change. And this permanent change can only come from a mindset shift. Remember, your beliefs, or in other words, your mindset, forms your thoughts. Your thoughts form your words form your actions. You get the point. You shift your mindset, you shift everything else underneath it. But why am I telling you all this? Because in order to implement the best S-tier habit for self-improvement that I'm about to share with you, you first needed to know how to deliberately shift your mindset, which you now do. Also real quick, if you guys are enjoying the quality content that's being given to you, one bonus S-tier habit you can build today is by hitting that like button and subscribing to my channel for more valuable content that's going to help you level up in your life. So now to summarize everything you've learned so far, you should now understand why building positive habits is so important, why we're not in total control of our lives, why not all habits are the physical actions we see, why your invisible habits are much more important than your visible ones, and why our beliefs dictate the results we get in life. With all this groundwork laid, it's finally time to reveal to you the best S-tier habit you need for self-improvement that took me over 10 years to learn. This habit, as you might have expected, is an invisible habit. This invisible habit is developing a growth mindset. Now, why from my 10 plus years of experience on my self-development journey do I say this one out of all the other habits is the best? I say this because when you shift your mindset into believing that you can improve anything, and I mean anything, you decide to improve in life, every aspect of your life will start to change. And there won't be any blockages because you already have the mindset for it. With this invisible habit, once you decide to improve something, it's really just a matter of time and if you're willing to put in the work to do it, to receive it. And this can be anything: your appearance, your relationship, your finances, your mindset, your quality of life, literally anything. Anything you decide to improve at will improve because you've shifted your mindset from the masses of people who believe they can't improve anything in life into the mindset of the few who know that they can accomplish anything that they want in life. Without this habit, you will always be limited into imagining what you want to accomplish in life. You will never see yourself as being able to be the ideal person you want to be and feel you are deep inside. You will repeatedly settle for less because you will believe what you have is realistic and what you want is unrealistic. Just look at the majority of our world, guys. Most people never accomplish the things they really want to do in life. Not because they don't think of it, but because they don't believe they can achieve it. All because they never developed a growth mindset. But now, with this information, you can develop one for yourself and actualize your highest potential. Now that you've learned the best habit to develop for self-improvement, the next step is to learn how to make sure you're maximizing your results. Make sure to watch this video where I'll teach you the 3 mistakes you might be making on your self-development journey. Thank you for watching my videos, and I'll see you in the next one. Love you guys. Peace.